Do you want to make animations like these in CapCut in less than 10 minutes? Well, if you do, welcome to the right video. Today I'll teach you everything you need to know about CapCut and make you look like a professional in just less than 10 minutes. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. So right now we're in CapCut and let's make this amazing animation. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the Photoshop and make an image. As you can see, this here is just an image and I made this in Photoshop. As you can see, I did this dude, then I did this purpose something, and then I did this gold, and then I did this money. So you can pretty much do this in Photoshop and make it look like this. So now let's drag this into the scene and let's make it a little bit longer so that the animation looks a bit smoother. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to obviously scale all of this up and center the first part or the first section or the first image right around here. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to start making keyframes to move from this all the way to this, and then from this all the way to this into the center, and then from that all the way here. So this is pretty much easy once you have this image, and most of the people do it this way, and this is like a cheat in order to do this quite fastly. So first of all, you're going to do is you're going to click here onto position, and this is where your first keyframe is going to be. And then maybe like 2 seconds later, create another keyframe, which will be the purpose. Now after that, you're going to go over here and move this to all the way to gold. Make sure that the gold is centered, and as you can see, this is going to do auto keyframe for you. So just put this one into the middle. And then go over here, for example, and then drag it, and it's going to do auto keyframe as well to the money. Perfect. And now, as you can see, let's play this thing and see how it looks like. As you can see, it looks absolutely boring. And this is going to be an amazing tutorial to tell you how to spice all of this up. So how do we make this less boring? Well, first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to right click on this clip, which has these keyframes. Right click on it and click this show keyframe animation. As you can see, it only has 2 keyframes, which is manipulating X and Y position of the image that I've just shown you. So double click on the X one, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. So let's make this smooth. So click on a keyframe and then click this. Then click on another keyframe and click this. Then click on another keyframe and click this. It's as easy as it is. Now, as you can see, if I hit play, it looks all right on the X axis, but in the Y axis, it's still a little bit rough. So we're going to be fixing the Y axis as well. So let's go over to the Y axis now. All right, click another keyframe, click here on this auto curve, click another keyframe, click on this auto curve, click another keyframe and click on this auto curve. And now let's see the full thing. As you can see, absolutely smooth. And this is how you can do this. Now, let's spice this up a little bit. I'm going to show you one more trick that you can do. Now, after you've done this, you can close over this, and let's now add the vignette into the scene. Make sure that the vignette is complete like throughout the entire video, and scale this up so it looks a little bit like this. The vignette adds a little bit of that oomph to the image, and as you can see, this looks a little bit better. If you're wondering why is it all blurry, well, this is because CapCut downscales these images, but I'll show you once you export the video how it looks like. And as you can see, it looks absolutely perfect. Now I'm going to add this snow falling effect as well. So just drag it into the scene and cut the remainder of it. Now, after you've cut the remainder of it, how do you cut this to only show snow, not this green thing? Well, click on it, go over to the cutout, and then enable chroma key. Then click here on this color picker and click on the color that you want to be cut out. And as soon as you do that, you can see that the color immediately is going to be gone. Not really. You have to, first of all, put the strength up, and about there is the good strength. And here is how it looks like. We got snow falling from the top to the bottom. We have this looking nice. And let's make sure that these animations are a little bit more smoother. Well, as you can see, in terms of X position, it's all right. As you can see, it starts and then it stops and it goes over to the next one. But the Y position needs a little bit of work. As you can see, this is how it looks like. It needs some work. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. And this one, it's all right. We can do it something like this. So let's now see how it looks like. Let's hit play. As you can see now, it makes a circular motion over all of them. So it like hovers over them and then does a complete circle around it. So like, look, it starts, it goes here and then it starts going down, follows the line, does a little motion, goes over to the money. Perfect. So what if you actually want to change how this, for example, you want to zoom out now and show the entire image, but in a smooth and nice transition. So you're going to select this keyframe and add a scale keyframe here. But leave it as it is because you're going to create another keyframe here for scale and scale this down to 100%. You can also change it here. Okay, so now as you can see, after it's done, it will scale out, but as you can see, it goes all the way up. So what you're going to do is select this keyframe, click this keyframe animation as well for the position, and reset the position from these values to 0 so it sits in the middle. And here's a full thing. Yeah, it does not look great. So what you're going to do is scale. Just select the bottom one or the top one and create basically like this. Select both of them and add one curve, and here's how it looks like. After you added the curve, yeah, maybe we shouldn't add the top curve. So what about now? Maybe I actually should add a top curve. So let's create a curve and let's drag it up like this. And now it's definitely much better. So this is how you can do it. But maybe not like this, maybe like something like this. It's nice, like it's not really like hard. So yeah, this is how you can do smooth transitions and animations in CapCut. So let me show you once again. As you can see, it starts from this dude, goes over to the purpose. From purpose, it goes over to the gold. And from gold, in a smooth transition, like a camera light, goes to the money and then transitions all to show the full image. Nice. Now, what you can do is you can also drag this like music inside of it so it looks like it's moving. So something like this. I like to add this as like doing a motion, but you can use this for like to better explain podcasts, to show something like in a much better way. So basically, first steps first, make this whole thing in Photoshop and then just basically add a bunch of keyframes and add an effect like vignette and add a snow falling effect. And pretty much you're good to go. That's it. And as promised, this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's much more higher quality and it's smooth and it looks much better. So pretty much this is what I've made, and you can make this in less than 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching yet another video of mine. Make sure to subscribe for more editing tutorials like this one, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see me make more CapCut tutorials. As always, stay safe and peace.